What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear.
Curt.
Would you forget who you are?
For a minute.
This is Nassif Family Reserve American Whiskey.
Whiskey?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
What do you know about whiskey?
You know, I know several things about whiskey, but I don't know much about this whiskey.
This is an interesting whiskey. This is kind of a new product on the market. It's a
blend.
blend.
It's not a bourbon?
No, although there is some, not really bourbon actually. So what this is, first of all, let's go proof. So proof, 107 proof, 53.5%.
Decent.
Pretty respectable. This is batch number 3. Comes from the Cat's Eye Distillery in Bettendorf, Iowa. But actually, this is a blend of 2 whiskeys. So this is a blend of 14-year-old MGP light whiskey. What is light whiskey? This is a term that has suddenly been popping up in the last 2 or 3 years.
I do not know.
What it is it's a whiskey aged in a used barrel versus like a new charred oak barrel.
Oh, that's what they do normally in Ireland and
Exactly.
Scotland.
Like what they would
like
age
that.
a whiskey in Ireland or Scotland, where it's been seasoned, it's been used.
So they're doing what?
And
good
it goes
countries
into the barrel at a higher proof though. It goes into the barrel between 160 and 190 proof.
That's hot.
That's hot. Yeah, that'll get you 190 proof. Like that'd be insane. But no, this is blended with. So half of this is that. That's 50% 14-year MGP light whiskey mixed with 50% 3-year-old Boo Rye. So a Boo Rye or Bow Rye
Hoorah!
is where you make a whiskey that consists of exactly 50% corn and 50% rye, so it cannot be called bourbon or rye. It's a half and half. It's a split. So it's called a Boo Rye.
Yeah,
or
it's
Bow
funny because I
Rye.
was going to say, it smells a little like a bourbon, but not as bourbony.
No.
It smells a little like a rye.
It's like subdued a little bit.
but not as overwhelming rye.
Right?
And I'd say it smells better than most American whiskeys.
Especially for the proof. It's
I'm not a
proof.
huge fan of most American whiskeys. I normally am.
Don't I know it?
I normally favor Irish whiskeys, Scotch whiskeys, and the fact that this goes in a second fill barrel.
Yeah.
I'm already more partial to it.
It's essentially Scotch, but with like a bourbon mash bill. But this whiskey is this is hard to read because it's really small. This whiskey is a testament to the art of American whiskey blending. We begin with a base of well-aged light whiskey, distilled to a higher proof than bourbon and aged in used oak. This whiskey provides notes of vanilla, coconut, and toffee. To that we add high rye bourbon and rye whiskeys. These whiskeys add notes of spices, fresh oak, spearmint, dark fruit, caramel, and citrus. The result is a blend both approachable for the novice and enjoyable for the enthusiast.
Let's dig in, man.
Yeah, man. So, on the
excited.
nose, it smells like whiskey. Now, it's really interesting because a lot of vanilla, tons of vanilla, but also like there's rye spice in there. There's like sweet corn in there, like cream corn.
Yeah, it's a little sweet and sharp right when you sip it.
That's the
And
proof,
then it goes
I think,
down.
too.
Yeah, it's definitely the proof.
It's not a light whiskey is a weirdly deceiving term in
Yeah.
my opinion because light whiskeys tend to be super high proof. So when they say light, they just mean like the color. I think like it's more like the color and the actual
because you get darker
flavor.
and heavier wood.
Yeah, when
flavors
it's like a real charred barrel.
first
But
fill.
that's not what they're using. So
But like I said, it's kind of sharp and harsh right at first, but that's only due to the proof. I mean, it's actually really smooth for 107.
I am getting some fruit notes in there too. Definitely like
I get
a bit of
vanilla,
raisin.
fruit. I get a
mint
little bit
too,
of the
though.
rye.
There's like spearmint.
I get mint off of most ryes.
Yeah.
But I like that it's a nice rye flavor and it's not just a pile of rye.
No, this isn't. This is not like a straight
It's
rye.
soft, man.
There's just a hint of rye.
It's like someone that didn't overseason the steak, you know? That's nice.
I feel like this was designed as a whiskey that like anyone can kind of appreciate. Like it falls into like a middle category between bourbons and ryes and like Scotch kind of. It's kind of like its own thing.
That's cool. This looks very, small batch hand.
I like the look of it.
Hand labeled.
Actually.
Is this something that's mass produced and you can find?
No,
in
this is
stores?
very small batch, and this kind of just came out within the last year. It's been really popular. It's just been flying off the shelf. As soon as places get it, it's gone, and it only comes in at $50.
$50.
So it's like
Just hard to find.
it's not made in large quantity. This is a very new distillery, Cat's Eye Distillery, and
This is in Kentucky.
Bettendorf, Iowa.
Iowa.
But most of this came from MGP in Indiana, or half of it. Half of the whiskey in here is MGP whiskey.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, home of Indiana Jones, in case you didn't know.
That's
This
nice,
is nice,
man.
yeah. This is very enjoyable, like, for the proof especially. Super smooth.
Do a little more.
Lots of vanilla because of the fact that the cask was already used. So you don't get as much of the intensity like the burnt wood and the tannins.
This is one of the best American whiskeys I can remember trying. Like it's up there, for sure.
See, there's good American whiskey, Curt.
Yeah, I'm just picking.
I wouldn't
man.
even say this is one of the amazing ones. I would just say, oh, this is actually pretty good. But I mean,
it's
there's
not.
better
It's
than
not
that.
like hundreds of dollars a bottle. Amazing. It's just. It's nice.
Yeah.
You can drink it.
All
you don't
around.
feel bad drinking it.
great value because you're getting a pretty high proof whiskey for not that much money, and it's actually decent quality.
Yeah, it's got a
So-
nice nose, nice flavor, and it's really smooth for the proof.
I like the balance between like the rye spice and the vanilla. You don't
I'd
see
say-
that a lot in rye whiskeys.
I'd say this drink's about as smooth as something that's closer to 40 or 45%.
I agree.
And this is.
I think
a bit
part of it is
stronger.
the age. I think part of it is because that the light whiskey they use is 14 years old. So
Yeah,
in
most-
American time,
Most
that's
bourbon doesn't get that
quite a
much
bit.
age under it. That's another
No, it does
thing
not.
that-
But usually a bourbon that old is going to be super tannic, almost too oaky and too bitter. So by using a barrel that isn't like a fresh charred oak barrel, they're using a seasoned barrel. That's why you're not getting all those tannins, and it's not real bitter and intense on the palate.
Well, that's what Ireland and Scotland do. So they're smart.
They know what they're doing.
Take some notes.
so do we.
Learn some lessons, and they did.
No, this is
Good job.
this is a very smart whiskey.
Good
the,
job.
The way that
Good job, Nassif.
Nassif family,
Thank you.
Nassif.
Good job.
Not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, $50. Pretty happy with this actually. Any final thoughts before we wrap
It's
this
good.
up? It is.
Pleasantly surprised.
I enjoy this one. As you can see, it's almost gone. So yeah, we've been liking this one. Well, if you like this, smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Check us out on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. And
Or don't.
Or don't. Leave us some fun comments. Let us know what you thought of this. I know that the whiskey community, this is a very new, hot whiskey, so everyone's all about this right now. But I kind of am too. I actually really like this. I would buy this again for $50 for an American whiskey. Solid.
I would too if I.
I like the proof. I like that it's a good high proof too. I like that you're getting quite a bit of whiskey in this bottle. It's like almost barrel proof. At 53%, that's damn near barrel.
I would say it's strong enough.
Yeah, agreed.
It's gonna diminish your.
It doesn't have to be stronger than this.
No.
They
If
could've.
If you went stronger than this,
They could've.
You're not gonna taste
didn't
it
have
as
to.
well. It's not gonna be as enjoyable.
They
It's gonna be
clearly
harsher
bottled it
in
at this
here.
proof because they were like, okay, this is the perfect, it tastes good, but it's also still pretty high proof.
Impressively strong, but not just a problem fume.
Exactly. No, they're smart. Everything they're doing is smart so far. And this is like their first release. So we're going to see more, even better stuff like this from Cat's Eye Distillery in Bettendorf, Iowa. What a great
Eye.
city name. And anyways,
It's like Dumbledore.
Dumbledorf.
Dumbledork.
Anyway, I'm Sugarbear.
I'm Curt.
We're going to wrap this up. We are Whiskey Dixon. And until next time, cheers and keep on drinking. Not bad, right?
Decent.
Yeah.